Alright, so this is Chris recording for puremtgo and MagicGatheringStrat. I had a request to do a zombies deck, and I think the request was asking more for a zombie tribal type deck that had like Shepherd of Rot and stuff in it, but I couldn't really make that work, so we're going to go ahead and go with a different variation of mono black control, and this one's actually looking to abuse Ghoulraiser. And Ghoulraiser is a 2/2 for 1 black that whenever it enters the battlefield, you return a zombie card at random from your graveyard to your hand. So we're going to abuse that with Nameless Inversion here, which is a tribal shapeshifter instant. So the Ghoulraiser can bring back Nameless Inversions. It can also bring back itself because it is a zombie. It can bring back Grey Merchants that might have been counterspelled. And it can also bring back Twisted Abominations. Because we're running Twisted Abominations, we're actually running a slightly lower land count than usual. We're running 21 lands. 4 Barren Moors and a Polluted Mire. 4 Vault of Whispers, and then the rest are swamps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 more swamps? Not sure. The reason why we're running the Vault of Whispers is it gets around Wrenchmind. If your opponent boards into Wrenchmind against you, you only have to discard the 1 Vault of Whispers. And I'm not really worried about it. If my opponent wants to bring in Artifact Hate just to kill my Artifact land, that's fine by me. But this gets around Wrenchmind and Mirrors, although Mirrors are very unlikely right now. But it's something that you should consider when you're building your deck, is that if you can afford to, just bring in Artifact lands. You know, it negates Wrenchmind. We have some early drop plays. We have 2 Duresses that we're just going to use to try and get hard counterspells or removal of any variety. And then we got 4 Disfigures, and the Disfigures are going to be pretty much exclusively for Delver, but we need the Disfigures as well for any any other early aggro game matchups like Goblins, Stompy, etc., etc. It also takes out Mole Drifters and just a ton of things. We got 4 Sign and Bloods because it's a black deck and needed 4 Sign and Bloods, 4 Guess Verdicts for the same reason, and 4 Kumbaya Witches because Delver is a big thing in the meta right now, so we're going to make sure that we can beat Delver as hard as possible. Nameless Inversions are targeted removal of choice. They're kind of limited though, because they only give +3/-3 to a creature. This means that against decks that have Pump, you need to use it on your turn, and you need to understand that sometimes you need to leave them in along with Kumbaya Witches to combo, so that you can take down something with 4 toughness, like Mirror Enforcers or Carapace Forgers. And next we got 4 Ghoulraisers, once again to do the synergy with the Nameless Inversions. We also have 4 Chittering Rats because those are good cards. Same thing with Phyrexian Ragers. We're only running 3 Grey Merchants because we're not a Grey Merchant deck, right? We're not looking to life drain them out. We are trying to control them long enough to start beating down with our 2/2s and removing everything that they try and play. And Grey Merchant's going to be kind of a finisher card. That's why we only have 3. We don't have them clunking up our hand a whole bunch. We also have these Abominations, which are very, very good game finishers. They're 5/3s. They can pretty much attack into anything or block anything, and they have the regeneration ability too. So they're always going to live. In the sideboard, we've got 3 Crypt Rats for Delver or creature matchups like Slivers. 4 Diabolic Edicts for just any sort of creature matchup. We've got a Singleton Grey Merchant, and this is going to be like against a deck like probably Affinity, I'd say I'd bring it in, and any deck that I'm trying to just race or beat before they get online. So I think like the big endgame decks like Tron, I'll be bringing this guy in. We've got 3 Okiba Gangs. This is our discard outlet of choice for our sideboard, and this is because it just anytime we want Okiba Gangs in, we want to have all of our creatures in to activate the Okiba Gang as well. So. And he rebuys the useful things like Ghoulraiser, Chittering Rats, Phyrexian Rager. You got 2 Snuff Outs to beat Delver or Delver Fiend decks. And we got 2 Tendrils of Corruption, just sort of utility. I think these are going to be brought in against things like Slivers and whatnot. It does sort of have an anti-synergy with Vault of Whispers, but I think that's okay. I'm not entirely sure here, honestly. It may be too detrimental to run Tendrils of Corruption in the same deck that you're running 4 Vault of Whispers, but I'm going to hedge and hope that it works out okay. So stick around and I'll head into some 2-mans.